Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be walking down the main strip of an old American town. According to the internet, it's an unincorporated village. It's not even a town anymore. This place we're in is about 100 miles southwest of St. Louis, and we're in the middle of nowhere. I'm out here looking for old America as it's been staying, the same for many decades. I love documenting places in America that have been seemingly frozen in time, and today I found it. We're in Richwoods, Missouri, a town with a population of probably less than 200 people, but there are some people here. I wouldn't really consider it a ghost town, but as we walk down the main center of the road, you'll see the type of buildings that are here and that have been remaining here untouched by developers and all those new type of architecture styles. No, we're in old America today, and I'm going to bring you with me. So if you guys enjoy, leave a thumbs up, and let's go check it out. Yeah, so today we're starting it off in front of the church. This beautiful church is the St. Stephen Catholic Church, and it's been serving Richwoods since 1841. It stands beautiful, and the bell still rings every day at 3 o'clock. We're starting our journey here at Richwoods up here by the church, and I'm gonna be walking my way into the town, which is down this little road here. As we're walking to the town, I have been warned from some UPS drivers saying how this town is a little bit wild, out of control. There's no authorized police here. The people here kind of live by their own law, so they told me to tread lightly. I'm gonna be trying to keep my distance, but I am on foot. It's not like I could get away quickly. Like I said earlier, there are people living in this small town, and they might be defensive of their small community here. I'm just coming by to document old America, so you guys let me know what you think of towns like this. Could you live in an old ghost town, or are you more of a city body? Could hear dogs barking already. Got some people on the road. You're really by yourself when you're out here in these parts of America. But here goes nothing. Let's go document history. First stop in town looks like an old bar. Could be operational, but everything's faded on the outside. It says Barden here wine cellar. Broken window. Across the street from the bar, we have an abandoned house. It looks like, I'm not even sure. Assumingly abandoned. So we have an old house here. Got 4 pillars on that porch. People could still be living in here, but I'm not sure. I'm not gonna go into any houses today, just because you never know what kind of conditions people could be living in. For example, right next door we have a lived-in home. But we're really focusing on the main street today and the businesses that were here, like this one. You could see how old it looks. You're good. Sorry about that. How's it going?
What are you doing, bud?
I'm just taking pictures of this town here.
Where are you?
You live here?
Yeah.
I like your town. It's better than a whole lot of developments getting popped up around here.
Yeah, I've lived there all my life.
Yeah.
Back in the day, all these stores were open.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
it's...
when the tip mills were going on.
What's that? What was that?
They dug in the ground for tip, white rock.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Made makeup and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, and that's what this town did. And they stopped doing that when?
Shit. Early 90s.
Yeah. So it's been like this since then about?
Yep.
Wow.
Gloria's up there.
Yeah, the
That
Nissan?
store,
Yeah.
that was the last store that was open. The only reason it closed, the old boy passed away.
Oh yeah?
My grandpa owned all this. He owned one of the tip mills back here. There was 5 tip mills here.
Uh-huh.
Used to be a cell barn, 2 banks, 2 taverns.
Yeah, everything.
Years ago.
People friendly around here? There's no problem me
yeah.
walking by?
If they want to say something, they'll say something.
Gotcha.
They're good people.
Yeah, okay,
Just watch
cool.
out for the dogs. I don't know.
All right. Nice to meet you. Thank you for your kindness. You too. Thank you. And there you go. I guess we just got the go-ahead from Lenny that we're okay to walk around town. So that's cool. People are friendly around here. I do got some other people looking at me from down the road already, so this should be an interesting conversation up ahead. So Lenny was saying how all these stores closed down in the 90s. There were some mills in the area and they all closed down. There was a couple of banks in town, a general store, bunch of businesses here, and he lived here his whole life. It's a nice Dodge truck. Oh wow, look at that old dress. That's so spooky. It's like a little girl just standing there. That's a beautiful dress though. Old glass bottle, not to be refilled. This part of America is just like a living museum. So we got a couple of shack-like buildings here. There's cars, so people are living here. I'm just going around taking pictures. Is that okay? Thank you, boss. I probably look like a weirdo walking around this town with a camera. You sound not the weirdest one in here? Yeah. All right, well, I fit in then.
That's the old bar and this old bank building.
That's the old bank that you got right here. You're saying this is the bar and that's the bank?
Yeah.
You own this building?
My dad owns all this whole block, like
Really?
that road to that road.
You guys live here your whole life?
Since the early 80s.
Yeah.
My dad has, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
He was born and raised out here.
Yeah.
Not here, but in the woods.
Right.
I think the bank was shut down in the Depression due to a bank robbery or something. I'm not sure.
Wow. Yeah, I read online the town dates back far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously.
It used to be named Dogleg or something like that.
Well, you don't mind me taking pictures in front of your shop, do you?
I wouldn't think so, no.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't take none inside the shop.
Oh, no, just from across the
Yeah,
road or something, just
I
the
think
outside.
that'd be all right.
All right, cool. Thank you, man. So yeah, this is the old bar. Definitely looks like a saloon. Got a little kid left his little Lamborghini toy car on the deck here of the bar. Across the street from the bar and the bank, you have this old farmhouse. but we'll take a look at the bank and then we'll keep going down the street. These guys are pretty nice in here. They just don't want me filming the inside of their store. It's the old bank. It's so old, has like no detail that a bank would have, not even bars. Do you mind if I take pictures of it from the road, of the front?
No, I mean,
Yeah.
it's been worked on.
Yeah, I just like the old style.
Yeah.
I love old America, so I saw this town in passing and I figured places like this don't stick around the way they look often, so I like taking pictures.
The grocery store.
This was the grocery store.
I heard a couple stories that were not so good. Was like the UPS guy was like, I stopped one time and I got a soda and a candy bar, and he's like, I opened the soda and it was old, dead, and stale, and I opened the candy bar and it was white and, you know, covered and pretty dilapidated.
Yeah.
But it's coming back together.
How's the roof? Is it any leaks in it or here and there?
We got the roof under control.
Yeah.
Camper for almost a year.
Uh-huh.
Had to get the building put back together enough to get into it for the winter.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, that's the race.
Yeah, that was the race. Had to get in there for the winter. Yeah, I bought those two, so the next building's mine too.
That one right there?
Yeah.
Wow, awesome. Oh, you're like the mayor.
No, but I did tell people like when I first bought the place, I'm like, well, if Richwoods is a very, very small monopoly board, I got Boardwalk.
There you go. What was your name?
I'm Chris.
Chris. I'm Devin, if you see me around.
Yeah, no, cool, Devin.
All right.
It's nice that you like old things.
Of course.
People don't appreciate.
Absolutely, man. It's what's beautiful.
They just see it as a dilapidated building, and you're like, well, man, I can afford that. And
yeah.
I can probably make it look nice again.
Yeah.
It'll take a while, but
this is just opportunity, you know?
Yeah.
All right. See you later, Chris.
Have a good one, man.
You too. And that was an amazing conversation. Beautiful double-decker porch here. Probably like late 1800s. But like Chris was saying, he said he owns this trading post store too. That's the building on the left. On the right looks like another store at one point, but I don't think anybody obviously has business in these places anymore. This was a trading post, I guess similar to like a thrift store or something. People can come and trade belongings for other belongings. Pretty old building, nothing too significant with the architecture, just definitely old style. You know, there was definitely a sign up there at one point. Let's walk a little bit up to the grocery store, see if we see anything in the window. So looking down Main Street here, there's the trading post. Here is the old general store. And on the left, you could see a bunch of chairs and a barbecue. Some people own this property still. So I'm not gonna like peek in the window or anything, but just another example of old America still here. Across the street from the general store, we have a small little active home. This house is really nice, small, 2-story, even has a porch. It's a very beautiful house, even though it's like yellow. I actually really like this house. Would you guys live in a ghost town like this? It's got to be cheap to live. Got some people living in trailers. others renovating old houses and businesses to live in. Another old business here. Looks like somebody probably lives in there though. There's some curtains. But I'm gonna walk behind this alleyway here and take a look at the creek. So far, so good with this ghost town. People warned me about coming here, but so far, all I've seen are very friendly locals who are very willing to tell their story. Really a proof to see that not every book is to be judged by its cover. And, you know, this is a pretty beautiful town, these small, old towns that life just seemingly hasn't changed in decades. Old traditions, old buildings, old values, and all those things are very peaceful in my opinion. So let's keep going on this peaceful journey to a little creek they have in this small town. It looks like this is a road too. If you have the right vehicle, you could just cross it. I'm sure many people do. And that's a whole nother side of town, so there's a lot of people that have residential houses that live on that side of the creek. Even have a nice walking bridge right over the creek. Leads from the residential to the downtown. Yeah, the man down by the road who owns the grocery store, he said that the woman who lived in this house now lives in that house. But she used to live in that yellow house. You could probably assume since she was a child. But I'm glad she has a nice, stable place of living. I'm not going to go farther up just because it feels like I'm already trespassing. I don't know, it doesn't say I can't trespass, but I'll get a little closer to this house. Such an old cabin. You can still see the sheet metal on the roof. Here we have this small little post office. Little known fact, a town in America isn't actually considered a town unless it has a post office. So despite online saying it's an unincorporated village, it has a post office, so that's a little confusing to me based on what I know, but we're nearly out of the downtown limits. Not many buildings here, but we're gonna keep walking a little bit farther past the post office because there isn't an abandoned house down the way there. A few houses down from the post office, we have a trailer, a home with a lot of stuff on the front porch where people live here. Where people don't live are some of these trailers. And there's a trailer and another house on this road to check out. Leaving the town. That's a beautiful, beautiful mansion. Look at that thing. Nice pillars in the front. Now that's a beautiful old home, and this tree has to be so old as well. Wow, that thing really branches out. For some reason, this house is a little spooky. It's beautiful, but spooky. And those are the church bells ringing all the way across town. That must mean it's noon. Over here you could see an abandoned trailer just on beyond that fence line. One thing I've learned about exploring small towns, the dogs of these towns will never let you get away with anything. Anyway, This field was so beautiful, I wanted to go take a look at this creek. So peaceful. I love going to these small creeks in these small towns. I really suggest everybody to go find a body of water near them and just stand by it. Be completely still. Listening to water is therapy. And so is walking around small towns. Hopefully this video did aid in a bit of therapeutic value. But that's going to do it for today's exploration. A small town, a lot of history here, and a lot of very friendly locals. I was warned to come out here saying that it's in the middle of nowhere. There's no cell phone service. The people out here are rednecks. They're dangerous. There's no police. There's stories. I heard all these rumors, and then you come out here and the people are very friendly. They welcomed me in with open arms as I walked through their town as a stranger with a camera. It doesn't really get more invasive as that, but people were happy that I did this today. The locals were, and I'm happy to have met them. I'm happy to have documented this place because it's clear this place meant a lot to people, and it still does. So to put it online, spread the love that this place clearly has. Hopefully you felt the love. This place is beautiful, it's peaceful, and this is what small America is. People of this community and the places like this in America built this country. They're the unnamed heroes who worked in the steel mills, cut down the forests for the wood, the homes we live in, and it's beautiful. So if you guys enjoyed this small town, leave a thumbs up. I know I enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, and thanks for coming along.